Hello, this is Ralph K. Ginorio. Give me a few ideas and I'll suggest an idea worth considering. The true face of liberalism has been revealed to us very recently by Vice President Joe Biden. When Joe Biden looked at Paul Ryan and smiled and rolled his eyes, he showed us that the true face of progressivism, of liberalism, of the left, is not the smiling face of a benevolent Santa Claus, happy to give gifts to little children, incapable people who can't take care of themselves. That's the mask that progressives and liberals try to show. A benevolent, happy, generous soul, parodying the true virtue behind real charity. But we all know that real charity is a gift from oneself as an individual, of one's own money. Progressives are charitable with my money and yours. And they decide how to give and who to give that charity to. The smile is not a tolerant smile. It's not a civil smile. It is a smile that in essence says, "You non-progressive buffoon, you hick from the sticks, how dare you purport to have an idea that's valid? If you had valid ideas, if you were one of the truly smart people, why, you'd be a progressive like me." Anyone who's not of the body, of that ideology, anyone who is not a progressive, must simply be stupid. Back in the Soviet Union, in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and in the satellite states, anyone who wasn't loyal to communism, or at least willing to give communism reign over them, was considered not only a traitor, they were sometimes locked in an insane asylum. Because the presumption was that only somebody who's mentally ill wouldn't be for equality, for the workers of the world uniting and taking over the means of production and bringing for once and all the sin of wealth to heel, of bringing utopia on earth. Only a deranged, insane person wouldn't be behind something like that. Well, that's communism. Progressives aren't actually communists, but there are similarities. And their absolute arrogance, their presumption of intellectual superiority, really is something that they rarely reflect upon, rarely admit to themselves. The next time someone tells you on the left to be civil or to be tolerant, remember the smiling face of Joe Biden, because Joe Biden wasn't just smirking contemptuously at Paul Ryan, he was smirking contemptuously at you, and at me, and at anyone else who is not him. Be well.